The enemy doesn't distinguish between men and women. Men and women have to be able to switch on in a self-defense situation. This is an example of gender equality in fighting.
In 2007, on an army base in Iraq, a female soldier claimed she could beat any Marine on the base. It's immediately apparent the difference between them as well.
She's hunting for him.
She's not.
She hasn't got any technique.
She's not going lightly. It doesn't look like either of them have got amazing technique, but he's got the brute force.
And his right hand heavy as well. You notice he's just swinging. He's taking the challenge seriously. Look, he's really going for it.
But this poor lady is not whooping any Marine on the base, as she claimed.
So let's give her credit.
But she's challenged another Marine. She's not challenging a guy off the street. She's challenging her. It's her counterpart, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's her peer. But then when two people are equally matched in the skill level and the mindset, the biggest variable that comes into play is that biological difference, that physiological variation between the two parties.
And getting hit for the first time cleanly for anybody is a real shock.
Yeah, nobody wants that, whether you're male, female versus male, whatever it is. Getting hit is not nice.
It is a shock to the system.
He wouldn't enjoy getting hit perfectly by her either. It's just that he seems to be landing the majority of the shots. She's unable to move as quickly as he is, and I don't imagine she's generating the same power.
And she doesn't have the technical skill. I mean, she's not guarding her head, she's not moving, she's not slipping, bobbing, or even weaving.
I imagine as well, when you lack technique, I don't know this, but when you lack technique and then you're getting rocked, you're even less likely, aren't you, to be able to defend yourself, because you're disoriented, you're close to being knocked unconscious, and if you lack technique in the first place, you're not suddenly going to have muscle memory to help you, are you?
Oh,
That's two square shots.
Straight right hands. Oh, this is an example of gender equality in fighting, men versus women.
It's a non-professional example, because obviously this is just a military entertainment fight. It's not sport combat, it's not competition, but it is an example of, she's refused to shake his hand.
Is she?
Yeah, she's not happy about it.
Well, what was she expecting? I mean,
I guess she's embarrassed, isn't she? She's made a bold claim, it hasn't come off. She's embarrassed. But I wouldn't be embarrassed if I was her. She's had the courage to go in and stand up.
It's a good show. I mean,
he's being booed.
Maybe you should have let her win.
But then, like you said, if he lets her win, she's either gonna say you let me win, and she's gonna be annoyed, or he's gonna get brandished as the guy who lost to a girl. And on a military base, you can't have that reputation. You're done for.
It's a lose-lose situation. That does then lead into the debate of training. Should we train at full impact with no gender differentiation?
I think that fits with the idea of equal opportunity. It gives women the opportunity to feel what it's like to be attacked by or fight with a man.
The problem is, if you are a male fighter, your bone density is going to be far greater than obviously your female counterpart. You're literally going to be hitting harder.
I think it's a perfectly valid opportunity to understand what it feels like to be held by someone who is physically stronger and biologically predisposed to be more aggressive, faster, more powerful. These things that unfortunately no one wants to hear in this equality debate. But equal opportunity doesn't mean equal biological sort of predisposition.
Is this an even fight between a male athlete and a female athlete? So she's obviously a Thai boxer.
Yeah.
And this lad on the left, well, I don't even know what he is, because he's just...
He's not.
He's just weird and shirtless.
Is that a girl?
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
Yeah, it is.
I want to test it. Her jawline says otherwise.
It's definitely a girl. Obviously, fatigue setting in now. Hands are dropping from both of them.
He's also got school trousers on.
Yeah.
You know, she's dressed for the fight. He's got school trousers.
He's just out of the audience. They probably just couldn't find a fighter, so he stepped into it. It does happen sometimes. Ooh. I've never seen that in a fight.
There's a mutual respect here.
He's patted her. He's pleased with that one. Ooh. Traded a kick. He's giving it back. But look, he's coming back now. Snaps her head back a bit with those punches.
See, I think there, prime example, guy with much worse technique than this girl, as soon as he starts to open up the gas tank and use that aggression to overpower her, she does get flustered.
Yeah, it puts the pressure back on
Yeah.
her. And it does open up the debate whether women are used to male aggression, especially in self-defense situations.
Which is the argument we have for training with the opposite sex, so that women can understand what it's like for a man to be fully trying to overpower them.
One thing I'm not in favour of is ladies-only self-defense, and that's purely because I understand it on certain grounds, but if you're going to do ladies-only self-defense to learn how to deal with men, you need to train with men. You need to experience pure male aggression, and this is a good example of it. But she's doing a great job skill-wise. There's an old saying: a good big-in beats a good little-in. So size makes the difference. So if you and that's the reason why we have weight classes in competitive fighting.
Even for males.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? We don't even make me go up against a heavyweight because that just doesn't make any sense. It's not a fair competition. You want to see the best of the best of the best in their equal variables face off against each other. The featherweights versus the featherweights, the heavyweights versus the heavyweights, because that's what true competition is. Then you can't say, well, he beat me because he's bigger. If you're both the same weight,
What happens? You've got a female athlete that's the same weight as a male athlete.
I guess weight isn't the only variable. The point is, you can be the world champion female MMA fighter and be the best in your class. Why do you then need to beat a man? Like, I don't understand why you need that. The same as there's no men out there going, now I've beaten all the men in the heavyweight class, I just want to beat the women so I know I'm truly the best. It's like, you don't need to do that. Francis Ngannou as the heavyweight champion is not like, show me the heavyweight woman champion now and I'll show you I'm truly the champ. It's like, he knows he's truly the champ. And I don't think women need to beat men to know they're truly champions either. They can be elites in their sport.
There is an issue of gender equality where women need to learn how to fight and defend themselves against men. Whether it's necessary in competition, I don't think so either. Thanks for watching.